Hi, all. I'm Nali Wafula, and welcome to the Friday Fresh podcast, a production of the Afrinado.com. So, this Friday, I hope is treating you exceptionally well. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and I'll be bringing you what's popping, what's happening, what's the latest on art and culture and African news. This is our first podcast of the year, and I just hope that you guys are gonna embrace it, enjoy it, and send me your comments, what you'd like to hear about, what you'd like me to add on or not add. But we're open, and I really enjoy sharing this with you. So let's go. First off, we're going to start with what we're listening to this month. This month, we're listening to Billy Black, who recently released a self-titled EP. Billy Black is a young Kenyan artist, Afro-acoustic, Afro-soul, and I would say he's very soulful, very poetic, and his music is currently available on Spotify and other streaming platforms. My current favorites on this EP are Champion, To Love Again, and Hold Me. I wish I could sing as lovely as him, and I wish I could play the songs, but we have copyright issues that we don't want to get into. So we're not going to put the songs here, but we are going to put links to the music down below. So make sure that you click and listen to Billy Black and give him some listens, some likes, because I think this boy is amazing and I think he's going somewhere, and we really need to start supporting Kenyan music. On to more amazing Kenyan news. Vivo has officially opened its first US store, and Wandia Gishuru started Vivo a couple of years ago, and since then it's grown to become like one of the most formidable brands in East Africa. So it's just one of those brands that a lot of women gravitate to because she does free size, it's colorful, it fits well, it feels good, and now she's finally opened one of her first stores in Atlanta, Georgia. And not only did she open a store there, it's not just Vivo that will be featured in the store, it also features a bunch of other Kenyan brands, and I can't wait to see what this means for Vivo in the future. We have a small clip here from the opening.
The story of Vivo Fashion demonstrates the impact of visionary enterprise and highlights the role of women in leadership, business, and entrepreneurship. The company now stands as East Africa's largest fashion brand. The bold colors, striking patterns, vibrant textures, and meticulous designs that surround us reflect the diversity and rich history of Kenya and the African continent.
That was His Excellency President Ruto, who was at the opening of the Vivo store in Atlanta. As we all know, President Ruto is currently visiting the US and has been to the Tyler Perry studio. He took a couple of actors and actresses and people in the creative industry with him, as well as Kenyan diplomats, and he, I think as of yesterday, finally met the President of the United States of America, that's President Biden. And, a lot of people have had a lot to say about this. Some people think this trip shouldn't have happened. They're misusing the tax money that Kenyans pay so dearly for to fund a jet of clingers. Others are like, if the king invites you for a trip, you will go. So let me know what you think. I'm going to give you details of how to send your comments to Afrinado, and I'm sure you guys have a lot to say about this trip. In my opinion, I think it's just one of those things that, we really don't know what exactly happens behind the scenes, because this ties into, and now I'm going into the African news beat, it ties into the recent deployment of Kenyan police officers to Haiti. A move that has been criticized by so many Kenyans. We really don't see why we're in it. Why are Kenyans fighting in battles that do not really have any, are not tied to them in any way? And it's such a questionable thing because right now Haiti is experiencing a lot of gang violence, and the gangs are actually now arming themselves like paramilitary. So the question is, are our Kenyan police that we know are in Kenya to police? This is not KDF they are sending, or GSU. This is not army people they are sending. They're actually sending Kenyan police to police the streets of Haiti. And there's a lot of apprehension about that, because to me, I really don't understand why the US can't just send its own troops. Why do you need to have an African country? Or why not even connect with a different country that's not African to fight those battles? But there's been also the opinion that the US is also trying to really enhance its relations with African countries in the wake of China and Russia making inroads in terms of their diplomatic ties to African countries. And definitely we do know that there might have been a big payoff, allegedly, so I don't want to be political and go too much into that, but it does feel like there must be some money that was exchanged. They are saying that the soldiers are going to earn quite an amount of money working in Haiti, but we're just wondering, are we sending sitting ducks? Is this like the safest option? Are they really prepared? So there are a lot of questions on that, but you can share your comments. I do have a link to more reading on the topic, and I hope to see you guys next time. So this is the first Friday Fresh podcast, and I'm just kind of like testing out my microphone, testing out the airwaves, testing out what we will be talking about and whether you guys will like it. I do intend to have some guests in future. I do intend to have a lot more hot topics, and this is just the beginning, and I hope you're ready to join me on this ride. So until next Friday, see you and have a great weekend. It's amazing. The weather in Nairobi is beautiful today. Of course, it's been raining in the evening. Despite waking up with like sunshine, you end up being drenched by like from 4 p.m. It's very weird, but it's a beautiful day, and I just hope the best for everyone who's listening to the podcast. And so, fast times. You guys, I hope you'll support. So click subscribe, follow, share it, and I hope to hear more from you guys. See you next Friday. Make sure to subscribe to Friday Fresh podcast on Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Till then, enjoy your weekend. Bye.